Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for those two legends of sport. It's Beefy and the Bull.
Hello everyone, this is Beefy and the Bull. I remember playing in the 72 grand final.
72! Doesn't go down like a sack of spuds this week.
None of this soft stuff.
Oh, Beefy! Oh, you've come out all guns blazing, mate. Beefy and the Bull. Beefy and the Bull. Beefy and the Bull.
Yes.
Beefy and the Bull. Beefy and the Bull.
Yes, indeed. Welcome everyone.
Beefy, I never get sick of hearing that intro. I don't know if that's the jingle man or whoever created it, but fair play to them. It's bloody, it pumps you up for the week of sport. How are you, everybody?
Yes, I really wish we could just get into it straight away. But anyway, hello everyone and welcome to... Well, this was the first round of the NRL last week with some big scores to kick off the season.
Yes, indeed, Beefy, and it would already appear that the not-so-manly Sea Eagles are in for a tough year after 46-4 plucking by the Roosters. You get it, Beefy? Plucking?
Yeah, great work.
Like Roosters?
Yeah, wonderful, great work. And the Panthers gave the Cowboys a fair belting. It's quite apparent that some teams have spent the off-season at grocery classes rather than football training because they were pathetic. Drop ball, poor tackles. For some, it was like they'd never been on a footy field before. Soft. Yeah. Not hard. Soft.
Yeah. A lot of them would not have even made it onto the bench for the North Coast Tip Chickens reserve grade. It was ridiculous.
No.
Anyway, so what are your tips, Beefy, for this week's round 2?
Well, of course, Eels and Stormers last night, a difficult game, but we've played a lot worse, of course. But the Eels got up. Good game. Well done, boys. Tonight, the Warriors and the Knights. I'm going the Warriors. Broncos and Titans are also playing tonight. The Titans played bloody awful last week, but I got faith in the boys. And just so happens they've called me up to give them a bit of a pep talk tonight, and I'll be heading up there to spur the boys on. So that'll be a good game.
Well. Do they pay you for that, or...?
No, they've asked me to come up and I volunteered my time.
They definitely asked you? Because remember there was that mix-up that time when you weren't asked to go and speak to the Australian team when they played New Zealand, and you turned up and for some reason they were sort of like, what are you doing here? And you were like, oh, well, I was asked to talk to the team.
That's right.
And then as they dragged you away, you just yelled out win, which is happened to be your favourite team talk. But
yeah.
you walked...
Yes, well, there was a mix-up there. There was a bit of a problem with management. It had nothing to do. The whole team wanted me there.
Did you get an apology, or...?
Absolutely.
You did?
Yeah.
Don't remember hearing that. Anyway, continue on. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, I'm sure you are. Saturday, the Bulldogs and Panthers. Of course, the Panthers. Rabbits and Manly. Oh, go the Bunnies. Cowboys and Dragons. Well, I don't think anyone is going to win out of this game after the way those teams played last week. And when I mean I don't think anyone can win, I don't think either of those teams can win, and I don't think anyone watching the game will ever win. It's going to be a shocker. Sunday, the Tigers and Roosters. Sharks and Raiders. This will be a tough game, but I'm going the Raiders. Now, Bull, I know you are very excited as this week is the start of the AFL season, so what's your tips for round 1?
Well, I tell you what, got kicked off last night, Beefy, with the mighty Richmond Tigers smashing Carlton again. Carlton haven't beaten the Tigers since 2013.
Wow.
There
you go.
In the round 1 openers, of course. Then we move on to Friday night, which happens to be tonight, and it's Collingwood versus the Bulldogs. There's a bit of controversy in this one, as we all know that Treloar was shafted by Collingwood, okay? They made up all types of stuff like, the boys in the team don't like you anymore, stuff like that.
Tie his shoelaces the opposite way around.
Yeah, things like that. Tying around the arms in the skivvy in a knot, just as you're trying to put them on, so you sort of look a bit weird.
Sort of like short sheeting.
Exactly. It's not on. I mean, we like a bit of shenanigans, but, you know, when someone's a part of your team, you got to respect them.
That's right.
And
They're
love
on your
them.
team.
Love them. I've gone too far there. Moving on to Saturday. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Western Bulldogs versus Collingwood tonight. Then moving on to Saturday, Melbourne versus Dockers. No, I can't stand Melbourne, so we'll go the Dockers. Adelaide versus the Cats. Make me laugh, Beefy. Do not make me laugh. Geelong are going to smash them. Bombers versus the Hawks. Oh, that's got me stumped. No, I'll go the Bombers, why not? There we go. And there we've got Lions versus the Swans. Lions, I tell you what, they remind me of that song, what is it, Simply Irresistible. You know what I mean?
No.
See what I did?
No, I do not.
Moving on to Sunday, North Melbourne versus Port Adelaide. I'll tell you what, Port Adelaide are odds-on favourites to win, and I tell you what, I would go with Port Adelaide on that one. Giants versus Saints. I'm going to go say Kilda there. Eagles versus Suns. You've got to tip the Eagles with that one, and that is the tips. Go. You know, Beefy, you know, like the start of the footy season, all the excitement and expectations. There's nothing like it.
No, nothing. That's right, Bill. Nothing stirs up all the emotions and memories of previous years gone by. Unfortunately, we were lucky enough to play at the top of our game for a long, long time.
Yeah. Some say too long. Actually, many said too long.
I don't think so. But I remember the very first A-grade game we played together where I broke 3 ribs, an arm, and knocked out 4 teeth. Tough game.
Yeah, that was a big day. Yet you never received one injury yourself.
No, that's right.
Yeah, unlike me, after someone threw me a hospital pass with the entire forward pack driving me into the ground like a sack of spuds, I vaguely remember the helicopter flight as I was airlifted to the Royal Prince Albert Hospital.
Yeah, that was a tragic thing. Anyway,
I never found out who threw that pass.
Well, we can't dwell on the past, Paul, so...
Yeah, I should try and find out. There's probably some grainy footage somewhere. I can actually find out who threw me the pass,
No, I think you should just let bygones be bygones, and
let's move on.
And that's it, everyone. Have a great week, and I hope your team wins as long as it's not Manly.
I'm going to have a look. I'm going to go have a look.
That's it for this week. Have a great one.
I was concussed for a week.
Memphis Mayhem Radio, 101.3 FM.